Hello again, everybody. This is the Budget Collector coming at you once again. Went to a baseball card show this morning, picked up a few things, want to share it with you. Um, as you know, I am on a budget with my collecting, so when I go to a card show, I never bring more than $100 with me. That's my budget. So I'll bring $100. I'll bring some cards that I could sell and trade, and let's talk about what I got today. My first purchase right here was this Ralph Kiner. I asked how much it was. The guy pulled it out of the showcase, took a look at it, tossed $35 to me. I couldn't pull my money out fast enough to buy this PSA 4 Ralph Kiner 1953 Topps for $35. I had no idea what it may or may not be worth or selling for, but you know, he's one of my favorites. Growing up as a Mets fan, listened to him on Kiner's Corner, and I knew how great he was. He doesn't get a lot of recognition in the history of baseball, but this guy led the league in home runs his first 7 years in the big leagues. He led the league in slugging percentage and OPS numerous times. He only had a 10-year career, but he did get into the Hall of Fame. And he is second, I believe he is third, actually, all-time in home run to at-bat ratio behind Babe Ruth and Mark McGwire. He's one of the all-time home run hitters. He just had an abbreviated career. So $35, 1953 Topps, PSA 4. I immediately went and looked at the comps on eBay, and this card will go from $100 to $200. The most recent sale was close to $200. So $35, I'll buy cards like that of an iconic set, Hall of Fame player for $35 already slabbed. I'll buy that all day, every day. That could have been a PSA 1, and I would have jumped at it for $35. So that was a great deal. Unfortunately, as I'm looking around the card show after I bought that, I was down to $65. But I was able to sell a Kobe Bryant card that I had. I got $50 for that. Now I'm walking around with $115 in my pocket. I picked up these two from the same dealer. He had another Phil Rizzuto. He had the 53 Bowman, the Bowman color, first full color action set. I really love these cards. He also had the 53 Topps. He wanted, he was asking 35 for this one and 40 for that one. They were both graded a PSA 2. At the end of the day, I asked my son which one was cooler, and he picked out this one. So that's how I ended up getting that one. He had the Ted Williams here marked for 120. I asked him if he would take 115 for the two cards, and he said yes. So I got the 53 Bowman color. He was asking 35. I probably got about 25 if you take into account the discount I got. It goes for about $35, $40. So I got a fair deal, nothing special. It's just a cool card. You know, Phil Rizzuto, he's not an all-time great. If you look at his numbers, they're not very good. But he was a 7-time world champion, and he was the voice of the Yankees. He was the color commentator on local television for a long, long time. Holy cow. Anyone growing up watching the Yankees, who could forget all his birthday wishes? If he gave out a birthday wish and a Yankee got a hit, he'd give out another birthday wish. He was very superstitious like that. It was actually pretty funny. I remember watching a game, and the Yankees were having a big rally, and he just kept giving out birthday wishes, and he ran out of birthdays. And the rally stopped. And he really believed that that was him. Maybe it was. This was the crown jewel of it. Ted Williams, 1958 Topps. It's a CSG. You know, I'm kind of starting to like their cards. I think they present well. I really love all the information they give you on their grading. They've got the QR code. You can scan it and look up your cards. That's something that not every company has at this time. But at any rate, this is Ted Williams, 1958. And I love the subgrades. Corners 5, edges 5.5, surface 6. Centering kills this card. So if this was just, say, a PSA 2, I've seen the PSA 2s, if they present well, look nice, they're going for a couple $100, or they could go as low as $100 on this one. But I think having these high subgrades can actually help this be one of the higher end 2s. And it's Ted Williams. This card is number 1 in the set. It's a condition sensitive card, very hard to find with good edges and corners, because back in the day when kids would get this card, it was the top card on their rubber band pile. So, the first and last cards of these sets from the 50s, 60s, they're always condition sensitive. So to have this card with good edges, good corners, and a good surface, that's pretty impressive. And you can never go wrong with a Ted Williams card. So this was what I was able to get on my budget of $100, along with selling a Kobe Bryant card I had. I love vintage cards. I'm pretty happy with the cards I got today. I hope you guys enjoyed taking a look at my cards, and stay tuned. And I'll keep on giving you tips on how you can get stuff cheap. Card shows in general, I just want to throw it out there. I don't buy online. I like to go to shows. You can always get stuff cheaper because you're not paying shipping, you're not paying tax, and the seller isn't paying eBay fees or Mercari fees or whatever site they're selling on, so they can always come down a little bit more. I wouldn't have thought I could get these 3 cards for $100, but I did. Have a great day, everybody.